Hey everyone, welcome back to Arimek Vending. Are you guys ready for an awesome adventure? Today is super special because we're going to jump into my super secret time machine and explore all the cool and amazing things that happened on one very important day, March 27th. It's going to be so much fun. We'll see amazing inventions, learn about nature, and even get super creative. I'm so excited, and I bet you are too. Let's get our explorer hats on and get ready for some history fun. Get ready to discover some fun and hidden facts about March 27th. We're going to travel way back in time to see things that changed the whole world. We'll find out how people started talking to each other from really far away, and we'll even learn about a super big earthquake. But don't worry, we'll also talk about how people stayed safe. It's like being a detective, but instead of solving mysteries, we're uncovering awesome history secrets. Are you ready to blast off with me? Okay team, buckle up. We're going on a time travel adventure. Our first stop is over 100 years ago. Then we'll zoom forward to see some incredible things, both big and small. We'll celebrate creativity, learn important lessons, and meet some famous people along the way. It's going to be an epic journey through the past, all about March 27th. Let's count down together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Here we go. Whoa! Our first stop is the year 1899. That was a super long time ago, even before your great-great-grandparents were born. On this exact day, March 27th, an amazing inventor named Guglielmo Marconi did something that nobody had ever done before. He sent a message using something called a radio. It wasn't a text message or a phone call like we have now. It was like magic. He used invisible waves to send a secret code like beep boop beep all the way across the English Channel from England to France. That's a huge stretch of water. It was the very first long-distance radio message ever. Before this amazing day, if you wanted to send a message to someone far away, you had to write a letter and put it on a boat. That could take weeks or even months. Can you imagine waiting that long for a message from a friend? But Marconi's invention changed everything. Suddenly, people could communicate almost instantly, even if they were separated by a giant ocean. It was like the world's very first superpower for talking to people far away. Ship captains could now call for help if they were in trouble, and news could travel around the globe super fast. This one message on March 27th was the beginning of so many things we use today. The radio in your car, the Wi-Fi that lets you watch my videos, and even the phone your parents use. It all started with that one beep boop beep message sent across the water. Marconi showed everyone that distance was no longer a big problem for communication. It brought the whole world a little bit closer together, all thanks to his incredible experiment on this very special day in history. How cool is that? Okay, let's hop back in our time machine. Our next stop is March 27th, 1964. We're going to a place that's very cold and beautiful, Alaska. But on this day, something really powerful happened. The ground started to shake and rumble. It was an earthquake, and this wasn't just any earthquake. It was the strongest one ever recorded in all of North America. The shaking was so strong that it lasted for more than 4 whole minutes. That's longer than most of my videos. Imagine the ground moving like a wave in the ocean. So what exactly is an earthquake? Our planet Earth is covered in giant puzzle pieces called tectonic plates. They're always moving around super slowly. But sometimes these giant pieces get stuck, and when they finally slip and slide past each other, they release a whole lot of energy, and that's what makes the ground shake. In Alaska, the plates moved a lot, which is why the earthquake was so big and powerful. It was so strong that it even caused giant waves in the ocean called tsunamis. It was a really scary day for everyone living there. But here's the most important part. Even when scary things happen, people are brave and smart. In Alaska, people helped each other find safe places. They learned to drop, cover, and hold on, which means you drop to the ground, get under something strong like a table, and hold on tight until the shaking stops. After the earthquake, scientists studied it to understand how to build stronger buildings that can withstand the shaking. So even from a scary event, we learn important lessons about staying safe and helping our neighbors. It shows how strong communities can be. Alright, time for a super fun stop on our March 27th adventure. This one is all about being creative and maybe even a little bit silly. Did you know that March 27th is International Scribble Day? That's right, it's a whole day dedicated to the simple, fun and awesome art of scribbling. It doesn't matter if you think you're a great artist or not. Today is the day to just grab a crayon, a marker, or a pencil and let your imagination run wild on a piece of paper. You can make squiggly lines, loopy loops, zigzags, or just a big colorful explosion of scribbles. Scribble Day was started to remind everyone that art is for having fun and expressing yourself. Sometimes we worry too much about drawing a perfect circle or a straight line, but scribbling has no rules. It's all about the joy of making a mark. You can scribble a monster with 5 eyes, a rainbow-colored spaghetti tornado, or even a scribble that shows how you're feeling. If you're happy, maybe your scribble is bright and bouncy. If you're feeling a little sleepy, maybe it's slow and wavy. Your scribble is your own special creation. So I have a challenge for all of you watching at home. After this video, I want you to find some paper and your favorite colors and make your own amazing scribble masterpiece. Let your hand dance across the page and see what you create. You can even try to find hidden shapes in your scribbles, like finding animals in the clouds. It's a great way to warm up your creativity and just have a good time. Remember, every great artist started with a single line and maybe even a scribble. So let's celebrate International Scribble Day together. Okay friends, our next stop in the time machine is a very serious one. On March 27th, 1977, something very sad happened in a place called Tenerife in Spain. It was the day of the world's worst aviation accident, which means a problem with airplanes. 2 very big airplanes accidentally crashed into each other on the runway. It's important to talk about this, even though it's sad, because learning from the past helps us make the future much safer for everyone. We have to be gentle when we talk about it, because many people were hurt. What happened was a mix-up of many things going wrong at once. There was a lot of thick fog, which made it very hard for the pilots to see. There were also some problems with the radio messages between the pilots and the people who direct the planes from the ground, called air traffic controllers. Because of the fog and the confusing messages, one plane started to take off while the other one was still on the same runway. It was a very tragic accident that nobody wanted to happen. After this very sad day, experts from all over the world came together. They looked at everything that went wrong and made new, stricter rules for all airlines and airports. They created new ways for pilots and controllers to talk to each other to make sure the messages are super clear. They also improved the technology at airports. Because of the lessons learned from this day, flying in an airplane is now one of the safest ways to travel. It reminds us how important it is to have clear rules, good communication, and to always put safety first. For our last stop on our March 27th journey, let's celebrate a birthday. On this day in 1963, a future famous movie director named Quentin Tarantino was born. You might not know his name, but your parents probably know his movies. A movie director is like the team captain of a movie set. They have a big vision in their head for a story, and they work with all the actors, camera people, and designers to bring that story to life on the big screen. It's a super creative and important job. Quentin Tarantino grew up loving movies. He watched all kinds of them: action movies, funny movies, old black and white movies. All of that watching helped him learn how to tell his own unique stories. When he grew up, he started writing and directing his own films, which became super famous because they were different from what everyone else was making. He had his own special style, with cool music and interesting ways of telling a story. It shows that your hobbies and the things you love can become your job one day. His story is a great reminder for all of us that everyone has a creative spark inside them. You might not want to be a movie director, but maybe you love building amazing things with Legos, writing funny stories, making up new dance moves, or painting pictures. Just like Quentin Tarantino used his passion for movies to create something new, you can use your passions to create amazing things too. Everyone is creative in their own special way. So, happy birthday to Quentin Tarantino, and a big high five to all the creative kids watching right now. Wow, what an incredible time-traveling trip that was. We went all the way back to 1899 to see the first radio message. We learned about the power of the earth in Alaska, and we got super creative for International Scribble Day. We also learned some very important lessons about safety and saw how everyone can be creative in their own way, just like a famous movie director. March 27th is packed with so much amazing history, from science and nature to art and important life lessons. I had so much fun exploring with all of you today. Thanks for joining our adventure. It's so much fun to be a history detective and uncover all these hidden stories together. Every single day of the year has its own secrets and surprises waiting to be discovered. Learning about the past helps us understand the world we live in today and helps us make the future even better. I hope you feel inspired to be curious and to keep asking questions about the world around you. You guys are the best adventure crew ever. Now I have a super important question for you. Which March 27th fact was your favorite? Was it the magical radio waves, the big earthquake, the silly scribbles, the safety lesson, or the director's birthday? Let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to read what you think. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome history fun. We have so many more days to explore together. See you on our next adventure. Bye!